mind. What sisters do, right? Okay, we're going to get started because we just have our 30 minutes. I'm traveling, and y'all, this has been so fun because this patch business is allowing me to be on the road and helping so many people on the way. Everybody I encounter, I get to share this technology. And we have meetings. We had one in Weatherford last night. There's one in Abilene tomorrow night. There's one in Wichita Falls next week. There's one in Fort Worth tonight. I'm not there. I'm in Abilene with Sydney. She's closing on her house tomorrow. So it's allowing me to, time freedom. And that's what we've been saying with this business part of it. You just get this time freedom, and I'm just not tied to that 8 to 5. And it's just such a blessing because it's a two-sided blessing. We're helping people get well, and we're able to, do our thing wherever we want to. I'm in a hotel room in downtown Abilene tonight doing the Zoom and coming to y'all. So that's awesome. We're going to talk about, there are some new people that are on here just joining in to learn a little bit. I'm Terry Flowers. I'm a physical therapist. If you don't know me, I have been doing the patches. My husband and I've been wearing them for 9 months, and I was introduced to them by my sister, Wendy. She's been patching for about 15 or 16 months now, and so it took me a little while to get on the wagon, but I did. And the main reason I did was because of my sciatic pain. And so I'll just share a little bit of my testimony. I was in horrible pain last fall. Obviously, being a therapist, I've tried everything. I couldn't get it under control. And I'm not a pain medicine taker. I don't like to take it. I was supplementing and doing all sorts of things. So during that time, my liver, I could tell, was not right. I was having some right upper quadrant pain and just some different things. And so one day I was like, oh my gosh, Terry, what are you doing? Like, you're taking handfuls of supplements and your back is killing you, And so Wendy had kept on and on about me and Tim wearing the patches. And so I was like, fine. Like, I had already kind of earlier in the summer bought some and then never really put them on me. And so I was like, we're all in. So starting January 1st, Tim and I patched up. And I started with the X39. That's the foundation patch that everyone wears no matter what. It's the one that wakes up your stem cells, and I'll explain that in a minute if you don't already know. But then Wendy suggested that we add the Eon to lower our inflammation because Tim and I both were having chronic pain, and then also added the Ice Wave as needed to give you relief immediately with pain while your body is healing itself, with the X39 and the Eon assisting. So the Eon is a patch that enhances the X39 if pain or autoimmune or different issues. We like to talk to you guys and really know what's going on with your health issues, because there's some patches that we can add initially or along the way that can enhance that X39 and give you the best, relief. So that's what happened. 7 days later, after I started patching, my sciatica was gone. We went skiing. We were on a ski trip and steamboat. I was able to ski all 4 days. I didn't have any pain. It's not returned. So it's been heaven sent. I wasn't going to do the business. I wasn't going to share it. And then I'm a physical therapist. So I was like, I have to share this. There's so many people out there hurting and need this for so many reasons. So I just started telling people about it. I'm like, you should look into this. See what you think, read about it, research it. Here's the website. This is it, info.com. You look into it. If you're interested, I'll help you. And it's just gone crazy from there. So the X39 patch is a phototherapy patch. This is not actually my X39. This is my Eon because I needed it to be calm today. It is phototherapy. You wear it. It traps your body's heat and light. It redirects it back into your body at a certain frequency, and it turns on a copper peptide, GHKCU, and that turns on our dormant stem cells. So we are born with a plethora of stem cells. They just go to sleep as we get older, and that's why we age so fast, is because our stem cells are not awake, and they're not, repairing our body as fast as we're tearing it down. And so once you wake up your stem cells, amazing miracles happen. Your body starts healing itself. Your eyesight will reverse. Your pain will go away. Your hair grows back thicker. Your skin looks better. Your collagen, which is the matrix of your body, it replenishes itself and repairs. And when you think about collagen, you think about hair, skin, and nails, but it's not. It's the glue that holds our body together. It's the ligaments. It's in the bones. It's in the muscles. It's in the tissue. So if your collagen is going by the wayside, then so is everything else, your joint health, everything. So that's the X39 in a nutshell. Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about some other products that LifeWave has because flu season is upon us. And so I thought, we want to circle back and talk about some of the other patches and the nutrition that LifeWave offers, because I'm not a fan of taking the flu shot. Now, don't be upset with me with that. I only took it one time, and that was because the hospital I worked at, it was mandatory, and I got sick. So, but if you take it, that's awesome. I'm glad that's your body, you do. But I like to prevent and try to just keep my immune system built up in other ways instead of doing that. And so we're going to talk about two things tonight that will enhance the X39 during the flu season or any other time. If you're traveling, I would highly recommend that you add the glutathione patch to your travel regimen to shield you in the airports, the airplane, being around crowds of people. If you're going to big family reunions or you're going somewhere where there could be lots of flu, lots of COVID, lots of just germs, it's good to shield yourself with the glutathione patch. The glutathione patch increases the glutathione in your body, and that's something that your body already makes. It's the master antioxidant of your body, but the production of it slows as we age. And this patch, you wear it, it increases it by 300%. It's the most that you can get an increase on any glutathione product on the market, period. No one else even comes close. No injections, no other glutathione patches or anything. We've got the patent on it. And so if you put that thing on there, and you can even wear it for 24 hours at a time, that's what the study showed, that it increased 300% in the 24-hour period. I have a little story to tell. We went to Cancun on our incentive trip, Tim and I did. And the first day, he did not feel well. He was going to the bathroom a lot, had some GI issues. And I was like, that's so weird for him. Maybe we were in Mexico, so I thought maybe he ate something, or drank. I don't know what happened. So, of course, I wasn't thinking go to the pharmacy. I was thinking, what patches do I have in my bag? And so I patched him up that night. With the glutathione, we had worn that on the way, but I put 2 on him. So the next day he felt better, but then that evening he was like, my lymph nodes feel swollen and I just don't feel that great. I think I just want to go to bed. So I patched him. He had a glutathione on both sides of his neck. I put a carnosine right here on his chest. I had ice wave because he had a dull headache. I ice waved his head. He slept with an Eon on his foot, and then the next day he did X39 and X49. We went deep sea fishing the next day, and I didn't know if he was going to make it. Y'all, he fished all day. He was like, I feel so much better. His lymph nodes had gone down, and so I kept those glutathiones on him the whole day fishing. I was like, we're going to do a full 24 hours, and then we're going to let your body rest. And I'm not certain that it wasn't COVID, but we were told after the trip that a couple of people on the plane had tested positive, and I never got sick, which is very rare, very, very rare for me, because usually I would have picked it up. And he was over it by the time we got home. So 5 days, when we got home, he was not sick anymore. Like, he felt great. So we keep the glutathione with us at all times. That's just a little testimony that we've experienced. The other thing I wanted to talk about is Cellergize. Y'all, this is golden. There's no other reason, in my opinion, for you to use any other electrolytes than this. Like, this gets you every single thing that you could possibly drink to help hydrate your body to allow the patches and the stem cells to do their job optimally. And I want to just tell you a little bit about what's in it. I'm traveling a lot, and when I travel, I listen to YouTube. I listen to all different doctors and different things. And the biggest thing that I've heard lately is talking about zinc and magnesium and all these, y'all, it's all in here. So with the Cellergize, you get 5 essential minerals: copper, selenium, zinc, potassium, and magnesium. We have to have all of that too. It doesn't matter if you're patching or not. To be optimally healthy, you need all those minerals in your diet, and you need to supplement those in there. You get 4 amino acids: glycine, lysine, beta-alanine, and citrulline. You get, well, it already said you get those electrolytes, potassium and magnesium, but you also get vitamin C. So if you've listened and you've heard the protocol for building collagen in your body with the glutathione patch and the X39 patch and the Eon, then you've listened to us talk about supplementing high doses of vitamin C. You have to have vitamin C for your body to produce collagen. So if you don't, you can do everything you can, but your body's not going to reproduce what it was already made to do. So this gives you your vitamin C too. It's also got this buckhorn fruit extract that is amazing. I was going to read that here in a minute, and some other awesome things in it. So I highly recommend it. I'm not trying to upsell you to go, you got to get Cellergize, but it's been a game changer for Tim and I. We put it in our water first thing in the morning, and it's amazing. It also, if you buy more than one tub, because I get Sydney's for her, and I buy 2 or 3 tubs at a time, the price goes down. So if you buy like 1 tub, our price as wholesale, you get it $69.95. But like it goes $10 down every time. So if you buy 3 tubs, you get it for $49. You save $20, or you save some money there. I didn't do the math probably right. Wendy's the math teacher. She's probably like, I wasn't right. But you save money if you buy more and just keep it on hand. Or like if you have a clinic, I know I have some nurses that have clinics. If you have a clinic and you wanted to be able to sell some, if somebody ordered some patches and they wanted to start the Cellergize the next morning, you had it on hand, you could sell them a tub, or something. If you wanted to keep that on hand, you could, if you bought more at once. So
Terry,
any questions? What you got?
I will just say that the Cellergize, for me, I didn't even realize what a difference it makes, but I let myself run out and took my last 2 scoops on Saturday, and I thought I'm just going to wait for my monthly order, and I couldn't wait. I placed the order yesterday, and I'm regretting it because every morning I drink that, and it really gives me that go get boost, like to start the day. So I'm like, I'll never do that again and let myself run out. And I did order 3 tubs so that I got the best price for them.
That's
Just
what I do.
I added that.
I order the 3 at a time, and then maybe the next month I don't have to order any. I don't want to run out, or if Sid needs a thing or whatever. But it's just got everything in one thing. So I took all those supplements, right? I was taking the vitamin C, I was taking all the stuff. Well, now it's all in one, and it's got my electrolytes. So I'm not having to buy the electrolyte packets that I was buying. So I was buying so much stuff and taking pill form that I'm like, God, my liver is having to break all this down. And the electrolytes said I'm not even 100% that they were the best electrolytes for me to begin with, and a tub of amino acids. So I was doing like a lot. And I'm with you, Mitz. Like I'm not going to run out, because it's been a total game changer. So I just want to tell y'all that, because it will help you moving through the flu season and just staying healthy as far as the vitamin C, building your immune system. That's what we were initially talking about. This whole thing tonight was getting your immune system where it needs to be. Your X39 is going to boost your glutathione, and so is the Eon. They both will boost that naturally. So I'm not trying to say you have to get the glutathione to build more glutathione up in your body. But if you need an extra boost with your immune system, or you want an extra shield to your immune system, then I highly recommend you get the glutathione and keep it on hand. You don't have to wear it every day. Maybe you do two days a week and you wear it a full 24 hours just to really get that boosted in your system a little bit. So, are there any questions? That was kind of a lot fast. Anybody have anything? Okay,
I will say, to add to the glutathione, when I started my father-in-law on that in his second month, he was about in like a little over that 2-month window. He experienced another really big boost of energy too. And I started him on wearing them every other day. So, and told him he could build up if he wanted to, but he hasn't felt like he needs to, because it gives him a really good boost, and he feels that for a couple of days until he puts another one on.
That's so good. Yeah. So you kind of have the leeway with those accessory patches to wear them as needed. You know, if you wanted to rotate the carnosine, glutathione, and eon, if you wanted to, you could buy that trio pack, because you save money when you do it that way, and then you just rotate them. If you want to write it in your little planner, you know what you put on what day. That's a great way to do it, so you don't have to wear it every single day. So real quick before we talk about testimonies and you guys share, I want to just say Wendy and I have powwowed today. So it's been hard with scheduling because there's so many awesome Zooms that are going on with our team, our upline, and we want to watch those too. And moving to Wednesday night, it kind of limits us and some of our team members and our business builders from being able to get on that Zoom. And we definitely don't want that. We want to be able to tune into everything that our upline's doing. So Wendy and I decided today, with some recommendation, that we combine our Zooms on Tuesday nights. We're going to start at 8 and do 8 to 8:30, just the normal patch education, testimonies, whatever we want to talk about. And then at 8:30, if you don't want to stay on, you can just leave, and then it'll be business builders stay on or come on at 8:30 if for some reason, and then we'll finish out till 9. So that way it's all done one night. If you're a business builder, it'll be 8:30 to 9, and then otherwise just 8 to 8:30. And I hope that works for everyone. We can all just get it in one night, because like tomorrow night, we're going to be at the meeting at Abilene, here at Abilene, so we won't have a Zoom. And then next week, same thing. We're going to have a Wichita Falls meeting. So next Tuesday will be the first Tuesday that we do it that way, from 8 to 9. And it'll be this Zoom link. It'll be mine, the same one. And then Wendy's will not. We'll take hers off of there. So we'll just try to remind everybody through Facebook. But I wanted to plug that. So does anyone have any testimonies or anything they want to share tonight? I know Mitzi does, but anyone else is welcome to give us some good news.
I got Kelly to get on here.
Okay, Kelly.
Kelly Gail.
Okay, Kelly. Let's hear her, girl.
She's figuring out the Zoom thing.
Okay.
You may have to unmute, Kelly. You can't do it. The little microphone at the bottom. Touch it and your red thing will go off. Are you there? Okay, Mitzi, you want to go while she's unmuting maybe? Let me text her.
Yeah, I'll try to help Kelly, because I had the same struggle. And if you see the 3 dots at the bottom of your screen, if you swipe to make it the middle dot and you tap the screen, it pulls up that bar at the bottom, and you can mute, unmute video, turn off video, if that helps. I wasn't planning on giving anything tonight, but I had a conversation an hour before our call that I was so excited about, because I have a new couple that started patching, and it was for his back pain. And when his wife reached out to me last week, she said, he told me to just sign up for whatever these patches are. I don't even know. And I said, okay, are you going to do it too, or just him? And she said, why not? Sign me up. So both of them got their patches and started just yesterday. And we talked about it in their enrollment kit. And so I gave them Ice Wave, Eon, and X39. So they put on X39 and Eon yesterday, and he has excruciating back pain, and it's every day, all the time. And so I texted her this evening and said, how's the patching going? And I said, has Jason tried the ice waves, and are they giving him relief? And her response to me was, well, he hasn't, because he said he hasn't had any pain. And I said, okay, so does that mean, like, when did he start the patches? And she said, we started them yesterday. This is the second day we've worn them. And I said, so are you telling me that his pain changed after he wore them? Like, how often does he have pain? And she said, every day, all the time. And he says he doesn't have any pain. And this was at 7:00 tonight. And she said he's still out in his shop welding and going, like, he's not hurting at all.
Yay.
I said, oh my gosh, he is what we call the one patch wonder club. And you can't, you can't expect that ever, but when it happens, it's a real miracle. So we were just like firing off, so excited, talking back and forth. And she said, oh my gosh, I want to get my parents on these now. And my mom has restless leg syndrome and sciatica. Can I take these to her? And I said, absolutely. So just really exciting. And that it was so fast. I mean, that's just a miracle.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? It is true. Like, it is like some people, a one patch, and then, mine took 7 days, which is rare. I always tell people, look, like, that was rare, but it happened. It may take you 4 months, like Tim.
Yeah, and I didn't feel anything really happening. I mean, my brain fog lifted and my inflammation, but yeah.
Yeah. There's Kelly.
Here I am.
Hey, girl, it's all you.
Sorry.
You're on here twice.
I am?
It's okay, though. We're glad.
It's not echoing or anything, so you're good.
Yeah, it kept kicking me out. I don't know.
And see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's hear what you got on your glutathione.
Okay, y'all, this is one of my best friends from Guthrie. Her daughter and my daughter. I mean, like, literally, well, her daughter and my son were in the same class since pre-K, and now they're 21. So that's how long we've known each other. So sorry.
Yeah. No, yeah, so Wendy had asked me, and I don't know even how to say that word, glutathione or whatever y'all are saying. So I guess that was probably like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, I had kind of like you were talking about, Terry, like how Tim was feeling when y'all were in Mexico. I woke up and I felt horrible. No energy, and I really didn't have a sore throat, but I just had kind of body aches, headaches, sinus, all the things, and no energy. I mean, none. I really thought I was going to have to call in to work, and I just don't do that. Even when I am sick, but I didn't think I had enough energy to even make it through the day. And I didn't really know about those, but of course I texted Wendy, and Wendy was like, I'm going to bring you this patch, and I want you to put it on tonight and see if it works. She was like, if you have a sore throat, you can put it on your neck. And if not, then just kind of put it behind your ear or somewhere. So I really didn't have the sore throat. So I just put it here behind my ear and I slept in it. It was the first morning in probably like 2 weeks that I had woken up feeling good and had energy. And I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I was cured like overnight, but I didn't have any more of them. And so I couldn't wear them, but I am going to order them. And then I can't remember. I think you brought Jewel one too, Wendy. And Jewel wore that behind her ear too. And we both felt so much better. But so I wore that just for the night. And I mean, it was like I don't know. It was crazy. I told Wendy, I said, I haven't felt like this in 2 weeks and probably a while to feel that good, like that much energy. So, and no pressure, no headache, no nothing. And I know it had to be the patch because I wasn't taking anything else because I'm kind of like you. I don't like to take a bunch of stuff, especially, and really looking back on it now, I think we probably maybe had COVID, both of us, but for it to knock it out like that overnight, and I did feel okay for a couple of days, but anyway, so that's my testimony on that. It was awesome, and I need to get some more of those.
Yeah, that's good. If you get a chance, if y'all are on here and you get a chance to just Google when we hang up glutathione, just read about it, what it is. It is the master antioxidant, and it's just a very interesting thing that our body produces that it, slows. But that's awesome.
Yeah.
And just to have that in our arsenal of when we get sick, we don't have to reach for the Tylenol. Oh gosh, what all that we've heard about that lately. Just, the stuff. And I want to just real quick say, I know I started the whole thing and talk about my liver. Y'all, that's completely gone. Gone. That pain, that discomfort, all that. I was putting the glutathione down there on my liver. Like I was like, my body's going to heal itself. I don't know what's going on, but, like glutathione on there every other day. And I was really intentional about my immune system and fixing what was going on. And now I just kind of wear it to maintain. So does anybody have any questions or anything they want to add about anything that they've patched, or if you're on here and you're not patching yet, if you have a question? Everybody's quiet.
Hey,
yeah, what you got?
Well, I was just gonna say to add on to the glutathione. So it's like she said, like it elevates your glutathione, which helps your immune system, but it detoxes. So like know that you need to drink plenty of water because it's detoxing. So it's really good to put it under your right rib, right there on your liver. It'll help detox your liver. So that's a really good place to wear it. And I think top of your right foot, where we wear that Eon for sleep, behind your first and second toe, that's the liver acupuncture point too. So you could wear it there. So those are really good places to detox your liver because we all need that because we probably all take way too many supplements. I've quit taking mine too because my liver numbers were kind of off last time I did my blood. So I was like, oh my gosh, I got to stop taking.
Well, and also like detoxing heavy metals and things out of our water, pollution. I mean, it doesn't always have to just be meds and supplements that are clogging our liver. It's all the other things too. So just keep that in mind. I know with autistic kids or persons that that's part of the protocol after a month or two of patching with X39 and Eon is getting the glutathione on them so that it's helping to detox the heavy metals, the heavy metal chelation, I think is what it's called, out of their system to help with them to get better. So yes, so drink plenty of water, Cellergize or whatever, electrolytes, make sure you're really flushing all of that out if you are going to add the glutathione. So, okay. Well, if nobody has anything, so next Tuesday night is when we're going to meet, 8:00. And I'll see if we can't we've got lots of great testimonies, but everybody's just so busy right now with ball and, they can't get on here to tell us their stories. So hopefully we'll get some gathered up for next Tuesday night. If you know anybody in the Wichita Falls area, we're having a big meeting up there next Wednesday night on the 8th. We're going to be putting that flyer out. Tomorrow night in Abilene, we're having a big meeting at 7 p.m. We've got that flyer out. It's on in school. If you are new and you're going to start patching, you haven't started patching yet, you can go to thisisit.info.com. It's a great landing page website to look at. If you're new to patching and you haven't yet, you need to get on school. Go to championmakers.com and do all the things to get on the Zooms and really plug in because there's so much goodness to learn about all the patches. Everything we talk about on here I've learned from school and from like the patch manual, and then going in and kind of Googling and reading a little bit of maybe about like what glutathione is or something like that. But there's so much goodness in school. They've done all that work for us. I'm just kind of bringing that to y'all. Next week, we'll talk about some other patches. But just remember, X39 is the foundational patch. Everybody, every time needs that one. That's the only one you wear. You're covered by the umbrella. We're just going to talk about some other patches that enhance that if you've got some serious issues that you might want to combat, or if you just want to build your immune system up just a little bit more. So,
hey, real quick, on the meetings, y'all don't have to be there. So like Kelly, Misty, Mitzi, whoever, Diana, if y'all know people in Abilene or Wichita Falls and you can't go, like just tell them or holler at us. We'll get you the flyer. Ask them to go. Like just say, I've thought about you. I want you to go check this out. It's worth listening to. Y'all, it was so powerful at Weatherford. Like Diana and Catherine are so good at explaining like everything. It's so good. And the testimonies they'll hear. So just tell them like, hey, look for Terry or Wendy, like go and I think we're going to share a testimony again. So they'll see us, like they can come to us and we'll help y'all get them enrolled or whatever they want to start. So don't feel like you have to be there. I mean, everybody knows people in those towns. So we'll help y'all.
Yeah, I have a couple that I've sent the thing for the DFW area, but I'm not going to be there in McKinney, but they know, like, go, I want you to go here and meet and listen to all the testimonies and just hear it, hear it for yourself. So yeah, just if people can just get in the room and hear and see and meet the different ones, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll see y'all next Tuesday night. We'll see some of you in Abilene tomorrow night and Wichita Falls on Wednesday next week. But we'll have this link on Wendy's Facebook page and we'll have it all fixed up. So we'll go a full hour next week. And if you want to stay on and listen to more about business building and all of that, then you can just stay tuned in.
Okay. Thanks, ladies.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.